I'm Rod.
Oh.
It's been 63 hours since our last podcast.
Excellent. Are you all ready to start?
Let's go for it, mate.
And welcome to Off the Stage Podcast, the show where we take musicians off the stage and into the pub to talk about the ins and outs of the music world. I'm James Berry, this is Conor Michael, and we are together joined with Ochisia.
You know what it is? It's a long applause. I've never known how to pronounce your band's name before.
It's Ochisia.
Because we do it all the time on on the gig guide.
Yeah.
And I send voice notes to Spark FM, and I'm like, Ochisia is playing. And,
is that why Spark said it wrong as well?
Probably, yeah. It's me. So sorry, guys.
We've had some shocking pronunciations.
What did Alex call us from Irving? What did Alex from Irving call us?
Ochisia.
Ochisia.
Bit of a German twang on that.
Is that?
Yeah.
So where does the name come from? What is the name? What is Ochisia?
This bloke wrote this book called The Dictionary of Obscure Sorrows, and it's one of the words from that.
Okay.
And it's like the feeling that you could be replaced at any time without a second thought. It's like a proper emo meaning.
We're an emo band.
Yeah. It's a good name, to be fair, for a band.
Actually, yeah.
And just quickly before because we'll always go over this, do you want to introduce yourselves individually, what you do in the band?
Yeah, first.
I'm James, and I play guitar and I sing backing vocals and some lead vocals and such.
I'm Tom, and I just play guitar.
I'm Reese, and I'm lead vocalist, guitarist, and I also write songs as well.
Oh, I do that as well. Yeah.
I'm Ben, and I play the drums.
I'm Finn, and I play the bass.
Cool. Do you ever share songwriting abilities? Obviously, you just said you do it as well.
Between me and Tom mostly.
Yeah.
And then we kind of come together and add to it all together to finish it off.
Yeah. How do you communicate with that? Because obviously, with being a 5-piece band, is it a case of we've got practice on Tuesday, this is a song I've wrote, or is it like, look guys, here's a voice note, and then you all come back to the next rehearsal session with?
It's a little bit of both, I would say. Yeah. I mean, from my point of view, I tend to do a lot of the lyric writing, and Tom does a lot of the music side of things. So what we'll do is, when I write a song, I'll normally write just all lyrics, and then I'll present the lyrics to the band, and we'll all write the music together.
That's cool. I'm going to put you on the spot here. What's your favourite lyric you've wrote?
Ooh.
That's a pretty loaded question, isn't it? Jesus.
That is
You've got time to think.
There's a song that's going to...
Where's my phone?
There's a song that's not out currently that's probably going to be on our second EP. They're called Drench, and there's a lyric in there where... what's the line?
Favourite lyric.
Please save a life you couldn't bring yourself to love.
Yeah.
It's at the end of the chorus, and I'd say that's probably my favourite lyric I've ever written, so far anyway.
Yeah.
That's cool.
I won't ask you, don't worry. Obviously, you guys played a gig with James yesterday. Was it yesterday?
Yeah.
It was, last night,
How did it go? That's a good sign.
If you don't know, 3 of our band members are 17.
Oh shit! Yeah. I saw that. I mean, they were like,
essentially.
Yeah, they were like, oh. Did you really?
Yeah, I got kicked out, yeah.
I was allowed to
we
stay.
came off stage,
These 2 were allowed to
got ID'd, but I was driving people home, so I had to leave too, and we all got told to get out right now.
Because the sound guy came and was like, I need to ask everyone for ID, and I took my ID out, and I was like, no, not you. I was like, oh.
Yeah, that's why I was the only one that was able to watch all the bands last night.
Oh, that makes perfect sense.
Does that happen a lot at all?
No, that's the first time.
Because I would have never thought about that.
It's because it's
an open bar, really.
It was basically it was free entry, and they must have I think they must have a license no under 18s after a certain point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, at least you got to play the gig.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Because I was thinking that was like, oh, look. If they're all
didn't like your set.
Yeah, I was thinking I hope I hope none of them are 17 because it's all going to have to kick you out before.
I was going to say there was a contingency plan in place where I was like, right, okay, so if everyone has to leave, I will play an acoustic set. Because we will make something work.
Without an acoustic guitar?
Directly,
That's
as we
what I
took the stage, everyone, all of our mates that came to see, we got kicked out, as we went on stage.
Yeah,
So,
That
before
makes
we even
sense.
started playing, we just saw, half the crowd leave, and we're like, oh, right, great.
Oh, they didn't like that song.
So that's how it's going
I
to be.
was wondering that. I was like, the cheeky big things. Came all the way to see the band, and then it was like, I thought it was they did it as sort of a joke, as a kind of wouldn't it be funny if the minute they got on stage they all kind of, well, it's because all got kicked out.
Yeah,
That's that
what
stand-up
it is.
comedy thing,
Some
isn't it,
of
where
them
they
actually
buy all the tickets to the mates
They
gig.
just all got
and
kicked out 'cause
nobody
they were
laughs.
together.
So when will the last one of yous be 18?
Ben.
March next year, won't it? For you?
7th of March, I'll be 18.
So you reckon you can put on a proper Trillions headline show from then onward?
If
Like the
that's
comeback.
If we're allowed back.
We will be when you're 18.
Make sure all your fans are there.
Yeah.
Because otherwise you'll
If
have
if the lad who was behind the bar doesn't work there anymore, I think we're in the clear.
to... Yeah.
Because, aye.
Not a fan. Other than that, have you had any other gigs recently that have gone a lot more smoothly?
What did we do before?
Because you seem to be on the gig guide a
Little
lot.
Buildings headline, but that was the night after you'd been to Blink, and your voice was like,
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
With Little Buildings,
Why did we crowd that one though?
Yeah.
Because-
I was trying to know buildings.
the stage is quite small anyway.
Yeah.
How do you fit a 5-piece on that?
It's really
great
difficult.
We
difficulty.
don't actually know how we do it.
Ben is stuck behind the kit. Ben cannot leave from behind the kit. He is behind the kit.
Yeah.
The bass player in the corner there.
Yeah.
So like difficult.
Yeah.
With great difficulty would be the answer.
I'll just hit the
I feel like that's the only reason James stayed on the 3-piece. He just fits on all the stages
Oh,
now.
it's easy, yeah. You
Yeah.
could probably fit a 3-piece on this stage as well, actually.
Yeah.
Struggle like
Couldn't
that.
get us on there.
We'll try.
I reckon we'd have
give it a
someone
go.
on that table, someone on this table. They wouldn't even be able to fit a drum kit on
Yeah.
there.
There was a time where we were planning on like making the song that we record on the stage, and it were like after you get solos on, you can't do much more after that. So it just became the pub table session, as it were.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's it. I prefer it this way. I want to make it a more... I want to expand on the pub table sessions.
Yeah.
But I'll speak to you that later, not in the middle of the
Ooh,
podcast.
okay. Obviously, you've already mentioned that you went to see Blink live.
Yeah.
What influences individually do you all have that you bring to the band that it makes
Oh, jeez.
Ochisia? Is it Ochisia?
Ochisia.
Ochisia.
I think I'm pronouncing that right.
Yeah, so there's quite a range. I mean, for me personally, is writing lyrics. I just love Matt Skiba.
Yeah, absolutely.
So,
he's,
like-
he's one of my main guys at the moment, like Matt
He's me,
Skiba.
you've just got a new best friend.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So anything Alkaline Trio or basically anything that he writes, I will be inspired by. But
Like
that's
one or
just,
two, California.
yeah,
Yeah,
100%.
absolutely.
Yeah, and Blink in general. To be fair, I
Yeah.
just love Blink as well. But then everyone else seems to like everything a bit different, so I'll let everyone else speak for themselves on
Blink.
that.
Blink's what started us off with pop punk music and old music, but like obviously it was years ago, so I've like grown out of it. Well, I haven't grown out of it because I still love Blink, but like I've like expanded onto different bands like heavier stuff like Funeral for
Well,
a
you,
Friend and
I used to find Blink's like the gateway,
yeah.
where it's like you
Yeah.
discover them and you like them, and
marijuana,
then
is it?
yeah, it is. It's the marijuana of bands. Like you get into that, and then you think, oh, okay, what else do you kind of explores extra avenues.
Blink's
That's-
weed.
Like a little bag of corn
Yeah.
and stuff. Anybody else want to go?
Any other influences?
well, I think everyone in the band knows I'm really inspired by My Chem, particularly in my stage presence.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So I'm a big fan of My Chemical Romance.
You always have to say that, didn't you?
Yes, I do always have to say that.
Ask him. He won't know a single band. He won't know a single band either.
You're sitting next to me as well.
I listen like to a lot of like Midwest emo a lot of the time. But as far as this band goes, I take a lot of inspiration from like early From First to Last sort of type stuff.
Skrillex.
Skrillex used to be in an emo band called
Yeah.
From First to Last, and they're really good.
Cool.
I didn't know that.
Did you know?
Yeah.
From First to Last.
I've heard from First Last, but I didn't
Yeah,
realise
yeah,
I didn't have the Skrillex connection.
Skrillex.
He's went
Diverse.
different. Yeah, diverse is kind of the word I'll use. Yeah. Diverse, Jesus.
I commonly knowledge of don't know any bands that are going on. The only time I've heard of Skrillex is he did that song with Justin Bieber.
All right, okay.
If you want to talk about like random genre jumps, but yeah, that's it's always fun.
Yeah. I was gonna say, all right.
So when you guys do put on a show, do you individually have your own stage presence? Do you all do something like coordinated, or do you like?
Or like oriented. No, not
Yeah,
oriented.
but like
What's the word?
what makes your show the one to go see?
Me and Tom do a lot of coordinated stuff. Like there's quite a few times where we'll
Look at
like
each other.
we'll look at each other. Like,
You did that last
Yeah,
night.
we
You,
did that.
you were like,
We do that
1, 2, 3.
And you're out.
Every gig we do that.
Yeah.
If the ceiling's like high enough.
Yeah.
Because
Little buildings,
You
bang.
did that. You went. You had a look at the ceiling. You're like, oh, I think I can jump this.
I didn't see it.
Yeah, and sometimes for me as a front man, if I'm on a wireless mic, I like to get in the crowd sometimes
he's done
and
that a few
get
times.
some mosh pits going. If I
Yeah.
can.
He's moshed while singing.
He chipped
Battle
his
of the
tooth.
Bands.
I chipped my tooth while doing that. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, right on the
it's all
microphone.
good stories, though, isn't it?
Was that the first or second time you chipped your tooth?
He did them all at once.
He
Oh wait,
thinks
no,
he
I
has.
did it once on stage, but the one time I did it on stage was at Downcast.
Right.
Yeah, in the mosh pit.
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean, you just sit behind the drum kit. There's not
You-
much
you've
you
got-
can
I
do.
haven't got a stage presence. I just headbang and that's it.
You stand
Nice.
up
Stage
sometimes.
presence.
Like Animal.
You stand up.
Sometimes
Yeah.
Ben, like, because there's like a bit of one of our songs where there's like no drums and people start clapping and keeps the beat going. Sometimes Ben just runs up at the front of the
I
stage and
used
starts
to,
clapping in front
but
of the stage.
I used to, but I've recently got no space to do it, so I just gave
Yeah.
it.
Trying to do that little building's tripping over everything.
Yeah, that's not happening at Little Building.
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just kind of in the corner doing my own thing. Sometimes James looks at me. Other times I'm staring at my instrument. I don't notice him.
James only looks at you to see if you and him are playing the same thing.
True.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mint. Cool. Well, we'll take a short break. We've got loads of Instagram questions to come through. So we've got a good part 2 coming up.
Awesome.
We'll see you
Right.
there.
In a bit.
Bye.
Bow, bow. And welcome back to side 2, where we have Instagram questions.
Getting them a lot.
Yeah.
We get this off one of James's bass players. I said that, I guess.
One
I'm
of
not
these.
at Captain_K_Morgan13. If you're watching this, Carlos, apologies we didn't ask you questions last week. Couldn't find them. Seen the notification pop up and I looked on the comments and all like the questions you asked, and there was nothing there. But I knew he'd sent messages. Found them today. They were in the DMs.
Lovely.
Oh, he was
So-
talking about that, and I was like,
Electric Circus's questions is actually there.
yeah. So he was mentioning it. He was like, oh yeah, did you like me questions? I was like, I can't remember which questions there were. It was like one about a circus, and I'm like, I can't remember. I said that, but I must have. I can't remember much about that episode, but yes, maybe because we didn't answer it. Okay.
That is correct.
Right,
So
mystery
apologies.
solved. Mystery solved. Okay.
But we have found them. So, question from Carlos. He's got 3. Says, question 1, what's your least favourite genre of music?
I mean, I kind of stand anything modern, really. I hate rap. I kind of stand any sort of rap music or hip hop or anything like that. I don't know if I've offended anyone.
Your company
Silence.
t-shirt on,
I
yeah.
think you've offended Tom.
Have I?
I'm wearing a Biggie Smalls t-shirt.
I didn't even see that.
It was all the
What about everyone else? What does everyone else think?
I'm not a big pop fan, like a radio pop fan. I don't like that sort of stuff.
This is the wrong podcast for me. Overwords out now.
I'm not the biggest fan of country, to be fair, though.
Actually, not modern country's a bit.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like the Johnny Cash.
I'm not the
stuff.
biggest fan of country, and there's a song that keeps popping up on my TikTok from a lass called Willow something. Can't remember what her surname is. And she's got a new song called Homewrecker, and I like the lyrics to it, but I just can't get into the country sound of it.
You know what I get with country? I mean, I guess I'm a bit like, especially like UK country when they sing as if they're from the deep south, and I'm like, I don't feel it. Like
Yeah.
I'm not feeling it.
It's not real.
Yeah,
Not vibing it.
yeah, I'm not vibing it.
Yeah. Anybody else got any least favourite genres?
I want to say indie, but I don't hate indie. I just don't like Arctic Monkeys.
It's best.
I think you've just offended a lot of people by saying you don't like Arctic Monkeys.
It's
Yeah.
fine. Music.
Doesn't matter.
They offended me, but I say I don't like mine.
Fair enough.
I don't even know my least favourite. Like, I think the older I get, the more mellow I get with kind of like different styles of music. I guess I've never liked grime or anything like that.
What?
Grime?
Grime.
What's grime?
Like Storms.
You don't know what grime
Stormzy and
is?
stuff.
Never heard that.
Do you want to tell Reese what grime is?
It's kind of like,
It's basically drill without the violence.
yeah, yeah,
Pop
pretty
it in the
much.
garage.
I haven't got a clue.
Like Brixton Bully Slow with a body.
I listen to 80s and 90s punk and hardcore. I don't know anything about drill or grime.
Like I'd say I don't like happy hardcore as well, but that might be a lie. Like my old raving days, you know. Not that I ever raved, but
Okay. Don't even know what that is.
yeah.
Second question is, what's the best crisp or other savoury snacks?
Pringles are pretty sound, like.
No,
Yeah.
I'm wrong,
It's a
that's wrong.
safe option.
Wrong.
Okay.
Beef hula hoops.
I can second
No,
that.
I don't.
I'm not a big
I can
hula hoop
second
fan on
that.
that one.
They're lovely as
To be
well.
fair, the beef hula hoops are the best hula hoops.
They're good, but I put a story on a
But they're
while
still
back,
hula hoops,
and the
you know
question
what I
was, what's better, hula hoops or French fries?
Oh, French fries.
Ooh.
French fries.
No, hula hoops.
No,
Hula
you're
hoops.
wrong.
Ah, you're
I'd be
wrong.
surprised.
Wrong.
We're wrong because everybody else went hula hoops. I think
Okay,
French
really?
fries is the
Right,
one.
The thing I have with hula hoops is that I always like put them on my finger, then eat them, and then I hurt my finger because I bite them.
You did it as a kid, but you can't do it now.
Yeah, I've like learned my. I've never learned my lesson though. I do it every single time I have
I
a
did
hula
the
hoops.
same.
Yeah.
We used to try and see how long you can go until
I don't do
Maybe I
that.
just had like problems.
Yeah, I don't do that. I wasn't that bad.
My favourite crisps of all time were the barbecue August crisps, and then they brought them back, and it was like a pork barbecue flavour, vegan sauce or whatever, and it didn't taste the same. And now they brought back the original, but they call it new, and I'm like, that wasn't new. That was proper like 90s.
Yeah.
It was so good. They're up there for me.
What do you reckon? What are you thinking?
Hoops.
Hoops.
Yeah.
Really?
Flame Build Steve McCoy's.
McCoy's eyes.
Okay.
McCoy's
McCoy's are good. I like the sweet Thai chili.
Oh, they're unreal.
Oh yeah, they're I like them.
Why do you say hoops?
McCoy's are pretty good. Like,
Like
yeah.
hula hoops?
Yeah.
Why do you not say hula hoops?
Because I get the off-brand Aldi ones and I always forget the name of the real ones.
That's fair.
Yeah, the third question is, if Ochisia were to go on a world tour, which countries would you most look forward to playing in?
Ooh. That's not
No idea.
I mean, I'd love to say England, but we'll live here. Because I don't really
Wow.
Well done, Reese.
It's because I don't like planes, so I don't know how we would get to any of these places. So,
We're not taking boats. We've been over this.
Eurotrain,
No boats.
Yeah.
me.
tunnel.
I don't know. Japan.
I was gonna say
Japan,
Japan actually. Yeah.
I think Japan would
You
be
get
class.
some like
Japan would be sick.
some Japanese fans go. Oh, I'm not going to be racist. It's fine. I'm not there in a month, but Japanese fans are like the mental, aren't they? Like, you know. Well,
I know,
think they
me
are,
and James.
anyway. Well, I'm going in a
No,
month.
no offence from James, by the way. I think you should take a guitar to Japan. Put on a little K-pop punk.
J-pop punk, yeah.
Is that-
J-pop punk.
That's
There was a band from Japan who did like pop punk. I forget the name now. They done a Mint music video where they were like, there was like spacemen fighting people and stuff. It was a really cool song. I can't remember what it's called. I can't remember what the band's called either. But they were good. Anyway, I'm digressing.
Nice.
Japan would be awesome.
I think
to
Japan
play.
would be all like
Yeah.
unreal.
Japan would be cool.
Aye.
how long would it take for me to get a boat to Japan?
Far too long.
Half a month.
Yeah, it's like a 14-hour flight. So
Set off on like horseback.
Reese and Rose horse and carriage.
You could
Just
walk.
cars and
Yeah.
carriage.
You could walk.
You couldn't walk?
Oh yeah, you could, man.
It's an island.
David Williams swam across the channel.
It's a bit bigger
David
than the
Williams can
channel.
swim. What?
If you get the right tsunami, you just ride the wave over.
Yeah, no, but like,
It's
Surely
an
this-
ocean that has tsunamis. How are you swimming across that?
but them things that Bairns wear when they get in the pool, the
Armbands.
Oh, armbands, yeah, fair enough.
Well,
Getting to Japan on a lilo.
Do you know about the gap between the water and like the land of Japan is further than the English Channel of France?
Okay.
Yeah.
Is it?
Yes,
Yeah.
I'm trying much further.
Much further.
Is it?
Yes.
You ever seen a map, son?
Oh.
Ever?
Tom doesn't know his.
So half the band's going to Japan.
And the others are swimming in the ocean. Personally, I want to go
I
to
just
Germany.
swim.
We had a chat about this not long ago.
Yeah.
It's obviously it goes down well for us.
Germany's-
Drama and music.
Germany's good. I mean, Germany only really knows like techno music. So anyone else who likes anything other than techno music loves like English music, like English artists.
Yeah.
It's like you play like the rock pop kind of stuff. So yeah, you can get yourself down there.
Sort that out in the next 4 or 5 years.
Absolutely.
Final questions we've got on here is at Bum with a Guitar. How is James's knee, and does he often try to leave the band?
Well, that only happened the one time, thankfully.
Do you know about the knee incident? Oh, do you want to enlighten them about
where
the knee
we-
incident?
Tell us
Have we got the
about it.
video? Have we got the video?
I don't think we have the video. Like,
I've
I don't
got
have my
the
phone
video.
right
Have you phone on
now.
you?
But James,
yeah.
tell us
You need to see
my story.
this. You need to see this.
Right. Pretty much,
This makes local music history.
So explain what happened while you're looking at the video.
I think it's better to just show you.
No,
Played at the
explain it
Bunker
for.
in May,
Yeah.
and last song of the set, I dislocated my knee.
Okay.
Oh.
So
It's the funniest thing.
that's the
Onstage.
moment it happened.
Oh yeah.
That's me knee out.
Oh.
And
For those watching, that's a really badly dislocated knee.
they've probably all seen it.
Oh, is that because you jumped
There's
on
the
it?
video. Wait.
If you're interested in seeing it, it's on our Instagram.
Oh, that's not nice.
Done for. And that's it. Like 2 days later, the swelling.
Wow.
Oh.
Not quite rock and roll. You should have stayed up on your feet, you know. Just
Shocking.
Didn't you tell me last night that if people hadn't came to help you, you would have just finished the song on your back?
I would have.
Your guitar was up
The
there.
guitar was on the wall. But
Would it look cool?
Well, it was only there.
And Nicholas, what?
Sorry.
Yeah.
It's okay. You've had worse injuries. Has anybody else ever had such a distraction on stage that you've had to power through it? Minus watching them fall over.
I fell over at the same gig.
You do what, say?
I broke the bass drum at that same venue back in December.
All right.
Well, I nearly
And it was the
fell from
first song
stage
as
at
well.
the moment, didn't
Yeah. Oh, it's the worst thing. So when you snap a string on your first chord, you go,
Oh,
fuck's
yeah.
sake.
I fell over on the same gig. It wasn't as
Dramatic.
extreme.
I don't think you get a claim points on that one.
But you know, I'm actually kind of glad that he broke his knee on the same gig because it drew the attention away from me falling over.
Well,
Good friends, isn't it?
Me, Bob.
I love you, bro.
Love you too.
Didn't you have
I'm
a
glad
bad
you've never broke
experience
your leg on one of our gigs,
No,
James.
No, I've
Little
never.
buildings.
Never.
It was
Never.
topped.
I've never actually broke a bone in my body, actually.
Same.
I've just kept safe. Never do any daredevil stunts. I just keep myself
I don't know,
to
like
myself.
I seen your video for Haven Pride.
Yeah, well, you know, it's safety first though still, you know.
It was, but there was some Tom Cruise moments where you did all your own stunts.
I did do my own stunts,
all your stunts.
but I must just be a really good stunt
That must be it.
person, yeah.
So
Maybe I'll be
playing
in
with
a-
sticks in the forest.
Yeah.
So obviously, as we were saying before, this episode's out on the 24th.
Yeah.
Have you got anything you want to push and promote?
On the 1st of November, we're playing the Georgian Theatre with Wings and the Monkey.
Nice,
They're doing an EP release, and End Credits is also supporting.
cool.
So that should be a good night if people want it in Stockton.
We haven't had Wings of the Monkey on, have we? But they get mentioned a lot on the pod.
Wings of Class.
Wings
really
of
good
Class.
band. Really good band.
Definitely they get mentioned a lot.
Okay.
It's a name I recommend
Yeah.
the most.
Okay, yeah.
I recognise the most.
Sound lads and all.
Yeah. All right. Cool guys. Is that the only show you guys have got coming up? So I say on the gig guide, it seems every other week I'm just putting.
It's the only big
Because you're
one.
on
that
there.
we've
I think it's the
got.
only one we've got announced
We've
currently.
got
yeah.
gigs, we just haven't announced them yet and can't announce them yet, so
That's fair enough.
Yeah.
Nothing like
there
that.
will be gigs
Yeah,
before
secrecy,
November.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
We've
Cool.
got gigs before November, it's just they're not announced, so
The one in November's the big one though, just
Yeah.
for fun.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Yeah. I can't wait to play the Georgian.
I don't even know where the Georgian Theatre is.
Stockton.
Stockton?
Yeah.
Oh, it's in Stockton.
Aye, it's Stockton.
Oh, man.
Wings. It's Wings headline.
Aye,
They're not
okay.
going to play in Dublin.
Aye, fair enough, fair enough.
This is a good example of checking your diaries.
James does not check the band group chat.
That's
ever.
alright.
We got outside
Neither.
this morning and he went,
He
what
doesn't
song are we
either.
doing?
Ah, neither. I
He
never
said about the
respond.
acoustic set, we're standing outside and he goes, what song we're doing? I thought we were doing an elegy.
You did the same thing.
I said, what's
And you
song we're doing?
messaged us before. You were like,
Because
"What's
I
all
can't
doing?"
remember. I didn't think we were doing an elegy.
Can we get a chalkboard for how many bands we break up live on the podcast?
Yeah.
6.
So we pretty much have practiced like the wrong song all day.
Okay.
But it was alright.
Yeah. Have you guys got your own music on Spotify currently as well?
Yeah, we do.
Yeah.
So that song that we played before, that's a single of our EP. That's we released it in. We released that song in February, but the rest of the EP came out in March.
Yeah. How's that been going on so far?
Class, it's on like nearly 12,000 streams now.
That's really good. Yeah. Yeah. Do you ever notice people sing along to you in
Yeah,
crowds as well?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially the one we played. That gets sung back a lot.
Yeah.
Got home from Trillions last night. My dad was showing me mum videos, and I heard my mum singing songs that I wrote from downstairs, and I was
That's
like,
good.
That's cool.
We'll have more
cool.
than just his mum singing, I'd like to point that out.
Yeah, but one voice makes
his
the
mum
world.
and all.
Mint. And is there any more releases to come? Do you want to?
Oh, what about
Can we talk about it?
We can talk about
We
it.
can talk about it, we just don't have a firm release date yet, but we'll have
Right.
something recorded in the works.
Cool.
Yeah.
Where do you record?
We're recorded in Sheffield, a studio called Steel
Steel
City,
City.
which is where Bring Me the Horizon recorded Sempiternal.
Nice. That's where they're from, isn't it? Ollie
It
Sykes,
was a
Sheffield.
surreal
Yeah.
experience.
Yeah.
It was
That's
a good
cool.
trip.
Yeah, yeah, it's worth it. That's a good thing.
Sam-
We made a
Turtle,
documentary
is that-
about it and we put it on
It's on
YouTube.
YouTube.
Oh, mint. And if people want to drop you a follow, what are the socials?
Finn, you know the socials.
This is your job.
Right, so we're on Instagram at Ochisia Band __ and we're on TikTok at Ochisia Band _. And on our Instagram we've got Linktree so you can find like our YouTube and everything else on there. It's all there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But if you type in Ochisia at YouTube, it will come up as well.
Sometimes.
Most of the time, I think.
Just spell Ochisia.
Yeah.
But obviously we'll put the tags on in the post edit. If you haven't yet, follow us. We are at Off the Stage UK. You can ask questions for any guests we've got coming up. A couple of weeks we've got Juliet's Not Dead, going to talk about why they're not called Twister anymore.
That's all I want to know. Really.
I know, right? It's going to be a 3-minute pod. Why did you change your name? There was too many bands called Twister. Cool.
Okay, see you later.
No, we'll get to Steve on. It'll be good. Anything else you want to plug or even ask James?
In terms of plugging, I've got a live album. I said this last time. I've got a live album coming out. I don't quite know when. It's probably November, so it's a while away. But I wouldn't worry. I wouldn't worry about it too much.
Okay, I won't. I'll sleep easy tonight. Thank you very much for coming on, guys.
Thanks for having us.
And just before we go, would you like to introduce the song that's going to be played next?
Yeah, so the song that you were just about to hear is the lead single off our EP that we were just talking about before. It's called Death Never Comes Easy.
Right. Enjoy that. See you next time.
Bye bye.
See you later. Ba-ba-bam-bam-ba-ba-bam.
Yep.
From the start, remorse and a beating heart, deeper than words can speak. Her mind refused to let it go. She doesn't want to roll up her slave, and she's ashamed to let it show. So here we're left with a broken world, and we'll try and fix where we might have gone wrong. So here we'll walk right out of the door, and he doesn't come around here anymore. Those feelings that she felt for so long, driving her in the dark. Her heart cries when she thinks of this emotion. Words unspoken, she isn't joking. And is she blind? Can she see? I can't see what's in front of me. She's ashamed and I call her name. So here we're left with a broken world, and we'll try and fix where we might have gone wrong. So here we'll walk right out of the door, and she doesn't come around here anymore. I know that I'm good for something. I think that this is getting to my head. Did no one tell you that death never comes easy? I know that I'm good for something. I think that this is getting to my head. Did no one tell you that death never comes easy? So here we're left with a broken world, and we'll try and fix where we might have gone wrong. So here we'll walk right out of the door, and she doesn't come around here anymore.
Thank you.
Thanks.